Hey everybody, just wanted to come on today and update you guys on just what I've been working on, some of my research, just so you guys stay updated with geopolitics, global geopolitics involving Bitcoin and gold and the financial markets. As I believe, of course, that geopolitics is the number one momentum generator, whether it's bullish or bearish. For many of the asset classes, including, of course, the cryptocurrencies, which I'm a major, that's one of my major investments. Not going above and beyond what a general portfolio should have, an allocation, but still heavy weighted on that perspective. And of course, just the general, how can I say, the feeling around the financial markets this Christmas and Black Friday holiday season. I don't know. I mean, it seems that let me just get started with that, with the Black Friday stuff. It seems that there's people out shopping. Of course, there's going to be a lot of cyber shopping, whether it's on Monday or today, just because people don't want to go out. They're getting used to this digital shopping world that we just entered, and probably not going to be exiting anytime soon, as long as we can burn fossil fuels on the road. That's probably where the sector's going. It's going mobile. You order online and someone delivers it to you. I'm not sure how much of an impact it's going to make on the greenhouse emissions levels, because as people don't go shopping for their own stuff and use up big family cars, or just, in general, multiple cars. Now you got somebody out there that's picking up multiple locations and delivering at multiple stops with probably, most likely, one fuel-efficient car. So that's a positive for being green. I know a lot of people don't like the whole delivery business because they say that it generates a lot of, like cardboard boxes, bags, and things like that. But there needs to be a better solution for the recycling of that kind of stuff. Because the gas that's being saved and oil and the wear and tear in a lot of family vehicles, it's being saved and used on the smaller, more fuel-efficient, economical vehicles, and someone's making a wage off of it. So I don't know. It makes me feel that a lot of these numbers that we are expecting, they might not be something that you can directly make decisions off of. You can just basically see what happens in general with the market action in the price, and just try to gauge where the trends are coming from, whether it's in the retail sector, what stores, if it's through online shopping. I know Walmart's a big online store now, not just their physical store, and of course Amazon. And you got a few others like Target that's trying their own, pick up, just drive and pick up. You don't even have to go in shopping. So there's a lot of things that I'm looking at that can possibly be leading indicators to what the numbers are going to be showing in about a month or two for this quarter. And I don't know. It doesn't look too bad here in the Las Vegas area. I don't know, maybe because it's cold or whatever right now, but it just doesn't seem like there isn't any shopping going on. People seem pretty much content, happy, and going on with their life, so that's a good sign. Of course, I always keep in mind that most people are not informed about our economic standing. So if they were informed, most likely they would not be spending the way they're spending. So I gotta always keep that in mind, because people are pretty much tapped out. A lot of the spending, as you can see from other channels that do a lot of research into this stuff and show you charts and things like that, a lot of the consumer spending, has been done on credit, store credit, credit card credit, even personal loans. Even personal loans are something that people are taking to continue to shop and live the lifestyle they used to. I mean, just think about it. My wife's a a medical student, and I know a lot of her medical colleagues, students, that were basically, a lot of them, you can tell by how they're living life during medical school. It doesn't seem proportionate to the type of money or loans that they're getting to go to school. So you can kind of see that even the highest, most educated people in America that are going into medical school or things like that, they're guys, they're being offered personal loans, obviously, because of their potential for higher income in the near future. But I mean, a lot of these people that I know about, they're taking out thousands and talking tens of thousands of dollars in personal loans that have payments coming up, soon, and they're really not they're not in the position where they're going to be making that big income still. They're still going through these little process of training that they have to do after medical school. They're not getting a full medical, salary, right? Because they're still in the training process. So, and to keep up with the lifestyles they've built during medical school, they're getting into these personal loans that are, in my opinion, extremely dangerous for their current situation and for their mental health. I don't know if a lot of you know, but the medical profession, specifically medical students in the process of trying to become doctors, it is one of the highest rates of suicide. And I never knew, going through this with her, why they would have these rates. Obviously, the studying involved and the isolation for the 4 years is incredibly difficult. But being a financial, how can I say, a trader and being involved in the financial markets, I was able to budget our expenses and budget our years appropriately with whatever my income was, plus some of the loans that she got for medical school, and we were pretty tight. I mean, it's not something that is easy. It's pretty difficult, even if you're smart enough to budget and to look into the future and stuff like that. And even one of the things I did was able to adjust future spending to the increases in gasoline, the increase in rent, the increases in food, and a lot of that stuff I took into account and set up side accounts for that. And I've used some of those side accounts for emergency expenses or just things like that, just extra expenses that were not calculated for. And I'm telling you, a lot of these people that she's going through school with, they are not financially savvy people, and they are getting into tons and tons of debt that can't it can't be postponed. It can't be income adjusted, like a lot of the student loans will be for people. So now I see why a lot of people, decide to choose that suicide route in this profession, and in a lot of professions, and it's because of the idea that they just have been living this certain way for 4 years. They've adjusted their lifestyle without even yet being ready to maintain that lifestyle when school's over, and so now they're in deeper than they thought they would be, right? So no planning. I know this part was very long, but I just want to make it clear to you that the economy that we're in and that we're going to continue to be in for a while, it requires a lot of financial intelligence. You need to make sure that you're constantly budgeting. You constantly add a space, like a cushion room for everything that you budget, because you're always going to go most likely beyond what you expect. And besides that, even it's just to show you that even the people in the highest education, institutions, in the highest people that are going and educating themselves the most. Of course, yes, it's medicine, it's not finance, but still, you would assume that these people are more savvy and all around, and a lot of them aren't. A lot of them are getting help from parents and getting these extra loans. So, just to make that clear, you got to really be smart about this, because bad things happen. You know, suicide is not a game. That's someone that just they died because they didn't think they can make it, or you know, whatever the psychology is. A lot of people aren't willing to go back down to get out of their hole. You know, so yeah. When it comes to Bitcoin, well, I mean, if you are a stacker, then this is, you know, no big deal. Just keep adding at the low prices. And if you've invested a lot and aren't adding, and we're trying to make a quick profit, you know, seriously, like, if you don't understand by now the use that blockchain and Bitcoin is gonna be having it is now and in the near future, and of course in the longer term, then you know, you might as well forget about it. You know, you're gonna be the type of people that are gonna get some sort of like one of these, like, I don't know, cash app cards or things like that, and you're just gonna be using Bitcoin without even knowing it. At one point, it's just gonna be all integrated, basically. So whether you like it or not, you will use Bitcoin. It's just going to be money for you, or some other sort of blockchain. It's just going to be a way to transact, and you're not going to benefit from it because you don't own any of it to sell to the institutions and corporations and businesses that are in the future are going to need it to actually use the blockchain of Bitcoin or other cryptos to actually, you know, facilitate the transactions and the whatever it is that it's meant to be doing.